Welcome to the Know, I'm Meg Turney. Here's your Thursday roundup. By now, we're totally used to the government mishandling our money, but a certain congressman took the idea above and beyond recently by spending campaign funds on Steam. This I can get behind. Representative Duncan Hunter from California is now being questioned by the Federal Election Commission for dropping $1,302 on the PC gaming platform. Hunter must be a pretty big gamer, guys, because there are 68 separate charges, and now the FEC is demanding answers. At the moment, the charges are marked as personal expense to be paid back on the congressman's expense reports. Now, lest you think Hunter is totally guilty here, he says it was his son who made the charges, which makes him markedly less cool than he was before I read that sentence. According to him, one game was purchased without his say-so, followed by more than $1,000 of additional charges. Sounds like somebody got bit by the microtransactions bug. Steam sale, anyone? You may remember Hunter because of the recent video that was released of him vaping on the floor of the House of Representatives. But now I guess I'll just go down as the guy whose kid loves Dota 2. Again, you took it down a peg on the cool chart. Although vaping is kind of lame, so I guess you stepped it up. Who knows? If Harmonix is lucky, maybe some of that $1,300 can get reallocated over for the PC version of Rock Band. Yesterday, they announced the end of their campaign to crowdfund the PC version on Fig, which gathered just $800,000 of its $1.5 million goal from less than 2,000 people. Apparently, $500,000 of that came from investment sources, so really only like $200K came from fans. Harmonix is probably pretty happy they didn't cough up their own money to make the PC version a thing. After all, given that the demand is seemingly fairly low, or people just don't want to give to a company they think should be making their own damn games, who knows? The campaign was understandably controversial, and Harmonix attempted to address fans' criticism in one farewell post. Fans criticized the campaign for a variety of reasons, including the timing of this campaign is terrible, $1.5 million for a port is insane, and you shouldn't be asking us for money. Rock Band made like $1 billion. See, that's what I was saying. Make your own damn games. Also, taking a bit of a beating in the money department is Batman vs. Superman, or Batman v Superman, if you have to be on point. We covered on Tuesday's roundup just how much the movie had dropped over its second weekend in theaters, but new reports are saying it's actually even worse than we thought. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Batman v Superman's underperformance is impacting all of Warner Brothers. The studio is now considering cutting back on its annual movie releases. Ouch. Not just DC movies, all Warner Brothers movies. Let's just drive that point home. Warner Bros. Has a number of big budget underperformers in recent years. Pan, Jupiter Ascending, In the Heart of the Sea. So, the DC universe was just their foundation for more stability in that department. And now, well, it didn't just go as well as they thought. Per the report, the studio executives were shocked by the negative reactions to the film, thinking, they had the goods to deliver. There are now rumors that a new producer is being considered to take over for Zack Snyder. I think a lot of people will be very happy if that happens. DC's flick may be underperforming, but Bethesda plans to overperform at its upcoming E3 showcase, and of course they will. The company announced this week that they'll be expanding this year's BE3 showcase above and beyond what they did last year. After their presentation, they plan on keeping the nerdgasms going with BE3 Plus. BE3 Plus will be open to the press and fans immediately after Bethesda's big E3 press event, and will feature gameplay demos, hosted interviews, and refreshments. It's like the coolest party you might get to go to. And also, I would like to go just for the refreshments and maybe some Bethesda goodies. Going even bigger for E3 this year was a really good move for everyone, really, considering last year's BE3 was already one of the high points of the entire week, or the point of the entire week, depending on who you ask. They debuted and announced Fallout 4, announced Dishonored 2, plus showed off some Battlecry and Doom. It was very, very big. I don't have to tell you that. In this week's announcement, Bethesda also said that they would in fact be showing new gameplay at their presentation. Probably too soon for Elder Scrolls, but we can all dream. For years, we've expected computers to catch up and surpass human achievement, but did we ever expect them to create art? This week, the world was given a new Rembrandt painting, which was created by a computer. This painting, appropriately titled New Rembrandt, is said to perfectly mimic Rembrandt's style. The work is a result of a team of art historians, software engineers, researchers, and data analysts who basically wanted to know, can you teach a computer to art? And apparently you can. The computer analyzed 3D scans of more than 300 pieces by the legendary painter and was told to create a new one with a few predefined features. The painting was 3D printed, so it even matches Rembrandt's brush and texture work. Of course, now the debate is starting over who the painting should be credited to and whether or not something like this would technically count as a forgery. Those computers, man, they always be stealing. You wouldn't download a Rembrandt, or maybe you would. April Fool's was last week, but the Counter-Strike Global Offensive community is still feeling its effects. The game's marketplace saw a bit of an upheaval, all because of one popular YouTube video. Popular YouTuber Mr. Skillet created an April Fool's video where he told fans that Valve launched a new trade-up contract that could net them big bucks. For those unfamiliar, trade-ups in CSGO allow you to trade in 10 skins of equal value for one slightly better skin. In the believably shopped video, Mr. Skillet claimed that gamers could trade covert-level skins for a random knife. Now, CSGO knife values are generally pretty damn insane, with some of them worth hundreds of real-world dollars. Even though he said it was a prank at the very end of the video, that didn't really stop players from rushing to the marketplace and buying over $50,000 worth of cheap skins, which sent their cheap value right up to the sky. Just goes to show that you always watch the end of the video, kids, especially on April Fool's Day. It's a rule of thumb. Also, give us that sweet view. Moving over to science news, which actually sounds more like science fiction in this story, researchers have found evidence that 2 nearby supernovae explosions may be the cause for a mysterious radioactive material found in Earth's oceanic crusts. The material, which is called iron-60, has confused scientists for a while now because of its half-life of 2.6 million years. Any naturally occurring iron-60 would have formed along with the Earth over 4 billion years ago, meaning any that we had here should be long gone by now. That means that the culprit is somewhere in outer space. Now researchers have found evidence that our iron-60 may have come from nearby supernovae explosions. That's several, more than one supernova, which sent the material to Earth over 2 million years ago. That nearby term, by the way, completely relative, considering the explosions actually happened around 300 light years away from us. Hopefully this stuff doesn't mutate and kill us all, because seriously, it's almost like Pacific Rim, right? Oh, life imitates art. Still in the realm of sciencey stuff that sort of sounds sci-fi, we're now getting one step closer to being able to keep ourselves alive with pig hearts. In a big leap for xenotransplantation, that is a transplanting organs across a species and a very long word, medical researchers from the National Institutes of Health have released findings about their work with baboons getting pig heart transplants. According to the findings, 5 baboons that received transplanted pig hearts survived for an average of over 2 years each, with one surviving nearly 3 years. Pig hearts make for the most realistic candidates of xenotransplants, as their hearts are closest in size to humans, while a particular gene called the Gal gene, not to be confused with my extremely hot woman crush everyday Gal Gadot, has kept the transplant from being viable in the past, but now scientists are using genetically altered pigs without the gene. Yeah, this crazy sounding medical advancement could have a huge impact on humans in the future, considering that 22 people in the US alone die each day while waiting for a heart transplant. That is a downer to continue to move on to the next story. One hacker might have needed a new heart if he wasn't so damn honest. Good attempt there, Eddy, because an unknown bug in Domino's pizza app could have given him free pizza for life. Pizza lover Paul Price, who was a security consultant in the UK, found that he could exploit Domino's pizza app to accept invalid payments. This bug would essentially allow those with the right skills to trick Domino's into sending you free pizza. Price wrote about the pizza bug on his blog, saying he wasn't sure his order had actually been accepted when he first exploited it, but sure enough, the pizza came straight to his door. At which point, of course, Price fessed up to being a pizza burglar and gave the guy some money. You nearly had it, man. You could have had the dream. You could have given us the dream. We could have all had pizza. That's a true white hat hacker, guys. Anybody who gives us pizza. Pizza hat hackers. Oh, that was awesome. All right, that's it for our weekly roundup. Everyone will hit you with another lightning round of news next Tuesday, which is the tail end of one of my favorite insults. For more pig arts, Steam Lemon Congressman, Bethesda rumors, and more, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Now. Oh, I've been choking on my spit for like 3 paragraphs. Okay. We had here. There's the word I'm missing. Considering that 22 people. Considering that let's go back to this.